Hello, and welcome back. There's a sheep. There's a sheep looking at me. Oh, no, he's given up. He's bored. Welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. My name is Zedaph, episode number 28. And yes, you are correct. We are bringing back my all-time classic game from my old single-player world. Is that sheep looking at me? He's looking a bit confused right now of, well, where is he and why is there no grass to eat? We will take him somewhere a little bit nicer in just a moment. But yeah, for those of you that aren't aware, I invented a little game called Is That Sheep Looking at Me? It's very complicated, very complicated. It ranks up there with classic games such as chess and Monopoly, things like that. The premise pretty much is you have a sheep and you have you. You look away from the sheep, then you've got to do a little bit of thinking, right? You've got to know, you've got to guess whether that sheep is looking at you or not. You ask yourself, is that sheep looking at me? Yes or no. It's either doing one or the other. It's not a Schrodinger sheep. I'm going to say it is. It is looking at me. That's because I'm an expert. That is how the game is played, ladies and gentlemen. That is how the game is played, but I'm not in a single-player world anymore. Oh no, I now have friends on the server. Who's on? Hello, Full Symmetry and SB Crafted. Hi, you are friends of mine because we are on the same server, and that instantly makes us friends. And I've decided that I'm gonna share the Is That Sheep Looking at Me love just a little bit by making the next level of Is That Sheep Looking at Me. I've said that so many times this episode, and we're already, 2 minutes in? Is That Sheep Looking at Me? The game show. Oh yes, hold your applause until the end, because it's not yet currently made. But Sheepy, you're coming with me, let's go to the gaming district, this way. And here we are, well done Sheepy. That was a very, very long walk, I know, we're both tired. The ugliest gaming district in the known universe. Welcome. No, look, Tango has started to build a game over here. This is the first sort of proper game. I know we kind of have the hot swap challenge, but that's more of like a little central hub thing, but things are finally getting built, so this is pretty cool. The more things that get built here, the more I can start tying them together with roads and monorails and all those awesome things we talked about back in the starting episode. So that's pretty cool. Hermits, come over here and build some things. And also I need to get this middle section built one day too. But right now, me and Sheepy are going to build the awesomest, most coolest, most amazing-y, awesome-y, brilliantest game in the history of the world. And I think I'm going to build it over here, and also I'm going to build it down in the floor. Now, it's going to have roof access, but like, think of like a regular TV studio, right? You kind of have the audience sat along one edge. Let's mark it out with some white concrete. You have the audience sat along an edge like that. You'd have the host stood here talking to them. Sheep, you're stuck. Oh, Sheep is the audience. Hello, Sheep. And then you might have like a couple of contestants behind little podiums there. You might have the prize area over here, and then maybe there's like a door here where other games get slid in and out. This is probably a good representation of what I'm going to build. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is we're going to have 3 sides and then an audience seating participation area. So I think I'm going to build all of this down into the ground. So yeah, it will kind of be flush with the floor. And you'll look sort of down into it, which also means other people can build stuff up above the game as well, and also anything that I need for the games. Like, so this will be one of the games, for instance. I can actually have all the redstone and bits and bobs and stuff. Oh, I'm making a mess of this, that's for sure. I can actually have that all under here, which would be under the ground, because the ground level would be like there. Does that make any sense? Let's dig a hole. Let's start building things. And I also think I'm actually going to build this in reverse, Sheepy. Shall I have you attached to me the whole time? That might be nice. I'm going to build it in reverse. We're going to have 3 rounds for this game show, and I'm going to build the final round, round 3, first. Okay, right, careful does it, That's it. Hold on to the handrail. Very good. Well done, Sheepy. You didn't even hurt yourself once. Good boy. Or girl. I'm not sure which. Haven't looked. Nope, I can't see. So yes, the final round, Sheepy. You are going to play a big part in the final round. We're going to start the game show with 3 contestants. I will be the host, of course. The hostess with the mostess. Wait a minute. Does that mean is a hostess a girl? Or is that... I don't know. I'm confusing myself, but I don't like it. I'm going to be the host. We're going to have 3 contestants. They will be whittled down to 2 contestants for the final. And basically, we're going to have Sheepy over here. This is where the final is going to be. Sheepy in the middle. So you stay there, sheepy. Good boy. We're going to have contestant 1 stood here, contestant 2 stood there, so pretend they're like this. They are going to have their backs to the sheep, and they're going to be asked the all-important question, is that sheep looking at me? You, me, them, you know what I mean? They ask themselves that question. Good boy staying there. And they're going to hit yes or no or something like that, and then 3, 2, 1, they both look round, and whoever was correct gets a point. You basically will have to get like 3 points more than your opponent or something overall. So you keep playing it over and over again until you are the first to get 3 correct sheeps lookings at yous or nots lookings at yous, depending on what's going on. So we're going to need to build 2 little mirror imaged input devices where you can click yes or no and some kind of visual display of that. And we're going to have to make Mr. Sheepy here look epic in the middle. And yeah, as he just demonstrated, we're going to have to make it so he can't walk off. But I'd rather not have like a big glass barrier surrounding him. So we'll have to play around with getting you to stay where you are, you little cutie, pinky, nosy pie thing. I'm getting a bit too close to this sheep. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm already starting to see some big old sheepy peepers, which is also a good name for this game show, actually, as well. Sheepy peepers. So we might have to do something with that. At the minute, I'm just building out of all white stuff. I just want to kind of get the functionality down, and then we can start prettifying it up a bit. I'm thinking of having, like, very bright, bold set pieces, and then having all the floor and the background walls, probably like black concrete or something like that, so that it kind of looks like nothingness, non-existent. You know, I'll be stood here. I'm going to try and hopefully do all of the things from this kind of position. I can talk to the audience. I can see that game to that game. And that will also help with, you know, being able to see everything and get a good camera shot of it. As for the sheepy baby, I'm thinking we maybe try and use the old carpet below or above a massive, crazy, spooky drop. Which basically means if you have carpet floating over, I think it's like a 4 or 5 block gap, sheeps are too thick. And they're like, oh, there's a big scary gap there, I'm not going to walk over it. Even though there's a carpet there, so you can't see the big scary gap. So probably we'll get the sheep up on that block there, and then we'll have to, like, dig away all of these, basically, and have, like, 4 or 5 block. Probably do it even deeper than that, to be fair. If I just go all the way down to where you can't even see, get rid of that block too, I guess. We could put some signs around the edges like that. You're interested in what I'm doing, I know. We've got a very close connection. Don't tell everybody about it. So like that, and I guess on all the edges. I've got some white wall, so we use white carpet for now. Again, I will prettify it up as we see fit. But a white sheep to me seems like the original sheep. I don't know why. I guess it's just because it's like ID number 0 or whatever. It's like the base one. So let's get some carpetters. Excellent. And we should be able to put them around like this. Now, the sheep, hey! Excuse me! Oh, wrong one. Okay, I forgive you. It's this one. Like that. Could even put one there as well. Why not? Sheepy boy, we need to get you up there. How are we going to do such a task? Tell you what, I've been tugging on this sheep like crazy, and he just does not want to get up on the thing. I think he already thinks it's a bit of a gap, don't you? You're already falling for the trick. I guess I'll have to just build a little bit of blocks or something here so that I can push you. Where have you gone now? Come on. Well, he's very much on it, and we can do the ultimate test as well. Hey, sheepy, look. Dinner time. Look what I got. Come follow me. Over this way, and you can have it all to yourself. You don't want to because you're scared of heights, you stupid sheepy. Sorry, sheepy, I love you. I'll visit you often. So this seems to work, which is very, very good. And we can now move on to the little side contraption bits. Is that sheep looking at me? I promised myself I would not say that again this episode if I could help it. You can actually shorten it to ITS, it's LAM, it's lamb. If only there was a B on the end, then it would be lamb. Properly, it's lamb. It's the best acronym ever. And then we got yes and we got no. And I'd quite like to have this to display in the little gap at the front here, either a red or a green block, depending on which one. Obviously, red is yes. Wait a minute. my brain just went and just kind of had a little mini freak out there. Green is yes and red is black. Wait, no. Black is no. Red is no. Oh dear, I need to reboot myself. And boy, oh boy, is this going well today! Oh, unlike last episode's horrendous redstone. Oh, it makes me shudder even just remembering it. The redstone for this is actually going pretty well. We've got... is that sheep looking at me? Yes. So when you hit this, it powers the little piston here, which pushes the red and green block this way so that the green one, the yes, becomes in the middle, like so. Excellent. So yes, they've hit yes. And then when they hit no, all we've got to do is run a little bit of dust along there into the block, into that piston, which pushes them back the other way, like so. No. Oh, yeah. Which is really, really good. And it doesn't really need to be much more complicated than that, because unlike my original Is That Sheep Looking at Me solo game, which needed, like, redstone to, like, keep track of the score and stuff, this one kind of doesn't, because old brainy Muggins here is going to be keeping track of the score by witnessing it myself, so I can kind of do all the crazy computer brain stuff that I don't know how to do in redstone, and I just about know how to do in real life, so that's certainly helpful. We should be able to copy that pretty easily onto the other side. And then that also means our little sheepy peepers are going to be red and green as well, which I don't know. It's kind of like a pair of 3D glasses, sort of, a little bit. The old school ones. Okay, well, I made a thing. I've either just made your next desktop background wallpaper or your next nightmare. Not entirely sure which. Let me know in the comments. It's definitely sheepy. Certainly screams sheep. I don't know whether it's just a bit too much or what, but we'll leave it on for now. Let's move backwards a step to round 2. So this is what I'm thinking for game number 2. It's going to be a kind of memory game of sorts. I've forgotten to put the water in, actually. Let's go like this. I think this should flow across nicely. No, it should be there. I did it wrong. Okay, perfect, cool. So we're going to have water going across like that. And what we're going to have is the contestants are going to line up here. All 3 contestants this time, not just the 2 that are going to be on the final bit over there. They're basically going to have to watch and pay very close attention, because there will be a random stream of different animals of different varieties, as much as I can do. I mean, there might be different coloured sheep, there'll be cows, there'll be mushroom cows, there'll be chickens, there might be baby animals, pigs, and they'll pigs with saddles, possibly. There are any differences I can do, and they'll all be flowing through here one at a time. And their job is to try and memorize as much as possible. It'll be like a random chain of maybe, I don't know, 20 different animals or so. And then afterwards, I will ask them various questions about what they just saw. I might say, how many feet? How many feet did you just witness go by? And then they'll have to go, 2 for the chicken. And they'll have to add it up. I'll say, how many saddled mobs? And, you know, things like that. Random quick-fire questions, and they'll have to try and get as many of they can, words, as many as they can right. And how I'm going to try and do that. Oh, can I grab the water before it flows everywhere? I'm going to try and make a little pen back here that's full of, I don't know, maybe 40, 50, 60 different mobs, and they can all walk around and shuffle about and stuff, and then at the flick of a button, they will all get funneled over here and get pushed through here one by one. Hopefully they won't go through too quickly. I think bobbing along a water stream should be good enough. In fact, I can probably test it out with my own beautiful self. Well, I'm very slow. I think the mobs actually swim, don't they? They do this. We'll have to add like a slab ceiling so that they can't bob too much, but that's not bad. That's not bad, and there'll be a nice little chain of them come through. So that is going to be game number 2. Not entirely sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'm going to try and work some stuff out. I think basically load of thick mobs in here, and then maybe dispensers at those 3 corners. The water, when you turn it on, will flow them all over to here. Maybe like a fence or something. I don't really know. We basically just need a way to secretly over here be able to hit a little secret button, start the conveyor for a certain amount of time, and then I'll get asking the questions, and of course I'll be able to like write down exactly what there was, because of course I am the game master and I must know how many of all the answers are and stuff. Sheepy, you stay in there still. That's very good. Good for you. Okay, let's try and get this one working. Yet again, the redstone gods seem to be smiling down on old Zedaph, because look at this. How simple is it? Right, there's just a lever. There's a fence. There's a bit of run around here. Little observer guy. A little bit more thing. This, bling, blang, blong, all the way to the end there. Basically, we got 3 dispensers in here. The observer there we go. The observer turns the redstone signal from a levery one to a sort of like a T flip-flop type thing. And the lever obviously just powers the gate fully on, fully off. So basically, when we want this thing to run, we do that. We have a load of animals in here, by the way. We go like this. Gate opens, flowy, flowy, flowy. Now, most of the animals flow to the middle. I mean, they definitely come away from these edges here. They do kind of come to a stop if I'm not moving, I'm not touching anything. They come to a stop around here. And all the way along this diagonal here, they kind of come to a stop. At the very end here, they do get pushed into the gate. So I'm just going to have so many different animals in here. They're basically all going to push each other that way anyway. That's the hope. That's where, please, redstone gods, please make that happen. And yeah, the only thing to do now, other than get all the animals in, is to make sure we're slabbing over properly. So this bit is going to have slabs going across like that. Excuse me, don't want to bang my head today. Thank you very much. All the way like this. And over to that bit, excellent. And then we need regular, just because I don't want to use quartz for everything, all over here. But like I say, I'm going to get the animals in first, and then that will mean I can't fit, but everything, cows, sheep, pigs, chickens, mushrooms, that's about it, I think. They can all fit underneath here, and it basically, like, see I'm like swimming up and down right now. If they were under there, they would not be. They would be, well, at least the cows. The chickens will, but the cows will be pressed against the floor, and they will go smoothly that way. So it's time for the great chicken, cow, pig, horse. Oh, a horse. Oh, maybe we could have horses in here too. Collection time. Quite the collection of varied animals we have here. We've got dyed sheep, we've got saddled pigs, we've got chickens, we've got cows, we've got mushroomy cows. No horses yet. But that's pretty good. I think we should be able to give this a test, though. I'm going to have to slab this over at least a little bit more. Hey! Cows won't let me slab! Okay, I'm going to have to try and do it in the empty gaps. No, you stupid cow, get out of there. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to have to do this in a minute. But if we switch this thing on, we should be able to test whether it works. Go! And then we watch, and we wait, and we try and remember the different things that come through. If anything comes through. Oh, okay, right, a blue sheep, a chicken, a cow, a chicken, a pig with a saddle, a cow, another blue sheep, and a cow. I'm already... Okay, what did I see? I saw... oh dear, oh no. Oh no, the chicken. Stay in there, chicken. Okay, we might have to put some kind of barrier over this. Excuse me, things, can you please get... Oh dear, okay. That would have been the end of it, right? There's nothing new came through. I think this guy's just going to die. Because, yeah, he's going to die. At least if the chickens escape, they can get replaced in there nice and easily with those eggs, like you saw. I mean, eggs are a lot easier to lead than any other mob, and they breed nice and quickly as well. So that worked pretty well. I've already forgotten nearly everything that I saw, which is good, right? That means it's difficult. And then I'll ask the contestants questions like, how many brown animals did you see? How many legs did you see total? How many saddled... No, how many non-saddled animals? I don't know. Just various questions like that. And they'll have to try and get as close to as close as they can to the real answer. And hopefully, yeah, that will be quite a good little puzzle. We still got some babies in there still. Okay, right. Oh! Sorry, guys. That was an accident, I promise. I'm going to get slabbing the rest of this up if the animals will let me. Come on, guys! Stop having such big backs. And then we will move on to round number 1. Oh, what a weird finale of an episode to start at the very beginning. Oh, well. Just like many game shows, round 1 is going to be like a quick fire question super speed round. And obviously all the questions are going to be related to sheep and wool and other, maybe looking at stuff. I don't know. I'm hoping this entire game show is going to be pretty ridiculous, and it's just going to catch the contestants off guard, and they're going to have to try their very best to to keep up with the craziness and just do their best. I don't think you're going to win this game show by being skillful. I think you're going to win the game show by blind luck, if I'm honest. So what are these people going to need? So they're going to need to buzz in with an answer. So I was thinking that they could each have like a buzzer thingy, so we know who buzzes in first. Oh, well, maybe we lose. No, okay. That is ridiculous. So they'd be stood here like that, and it'd be like spell sheep, Dij, and whoever I see lights up first, I go, yes, contestant 1. And that looks pretty good there. And also, it works out nicely because then for round 2, all I got to do is move my big head out of the way, and then all 3 contestants can stand here and watch the animals go by for round 2, and then whoever has the least score after round 2 will be sent home with empty hands, and then the other 2 contestants will go up for the finale. Is that sheep looking at me? Oh, yes. And that's how it wins. Then whoever wins that is the winner. And oh, I can't wait to play this. Okay, we've just made a game show, people, in Minecraft. This is pretty cool. So what else could we do with this? I was thinking of getting like a note block, like a ding noise. So maybe we work that into it as well. I did have an idea. What if each contestant had their own sheep as like a kind of moral companion thing? I'm not sure. Let me rework this a little bit, and maybe we can get like a little paddock for a single sheep in each one of these slots, and the note blocks. And there we go. 3 lovely little holding pen contestant stand podium things. I'm not sure what they're called. We got room for the contestants' names. Obviously, when we actually have the contestants, I'll change those. I had to kind of change it around slightly. I didn't really want a button. I wanted the contestants to be able to interact with their sheep down there. I'm thinking each contestant can dye the sheep their own colour. Like, whatever colour they want their sheep to be at the beginning, they can do that. So yeah, now basically you stand in here, and when you want to buzz in, oop, you walk forward, you hit the pressure plate, and that does the 2 lampy things there, though unfortunately I was trying to get a note block in. And as you can see, lovely note blocks, but as soon as you put anything above it, even like a bit of dust, nothing. It breaks. So I couldn't really work out where to put the note blocks. I was going to put 1 lamp, 1 note block, or the note blocks on top and the lamps underneath, and that should still work, but this bit of dust on the top here always messes it up, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, that won't work because it's diagonal, so I don't know what to do about that. We might just not have to have note blocks, but, you know, I will still use the visual eye thing, and heck, anyway, I am the game show... I'm the game show master, so I say who wins anyway. It'll just be up to me. I don't know. It's all a bit of fun, isn't it? So that's that. The last thing to do for this bit is get the sheepies in, which I'm going to have to try and steal some over here because I don't want to have to go millions of miles to try and rescue some sheep. So, hello, cow. You're not a sheep, are you? No. Good. Look embarrassed. So I'm going to have to try and pull them out. Oh, there's one sheep. Pull them out of this middle bit somehow. It's going to be very, very complicated. I think I'm going to have to use like a lead and pull them upwards or something. Like if I grab it like that. Bear with me here. Prepare for a few dead sheep. Oh, I can't even put a block there, can I? Okay, like that. Up. Up. Are you coming up yet? Are you coming up yet, sheepy? Come on. Come on. I know you wanna. And the lead broke. Fantastic! Yay! Impossible task. Well, I managed to get 3 sheepies over here, but it's actually going to be getting them in here that's the difficult part. So let's see if this works. Oh, good sheepy. You're doing exactly what you're told, aren't you? Come on, in the hole. No, let me pass. Wrong way. Right, yep, good. And in there. Like that. Very nice. And then boom! That didn't work. Great, okay. They can fit in there, can't they? Maybe I've got to get them in and push the fence post down on top of them? Possibly? Sheepies, please just do it. Whew, attempt number 2. Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready, sheepy? Let's do this. Come on. Right, we got this above you. That's it. Nice and steady. Nice and... Whoops, I fell off. Don't you follow me. Don't follow me. Don't make the same mistake that your master did. Okay, in the hole. Very good. We glass you, and hadish! Oh, that looked a bit painful. Oh, you hurt. Sorry, sheepy. but I think you're now trapped in there, correct? I don't think you can move. I can definitely access you from... Oh, I can push you. Uh-oh, have I pushed you through? No, that's perfect. Yay, look. Okay, and then Sheepy can just stand in there, look around, see whatever he wants to do. 1 sheep down, 2 sheep to go. Sheep in and decorated also. Look at this place. I mean, it's not finished, don't get me wrong. It's not 100% decorated, but as a base, I think that's pretty cool. You know, basically just anything you don't want to be seen, make it super, super dark concrete, and then it just sort of blends in, and then make all the other stuff nice and poppy-outy. I tried to put a bit of orange up there and a bit of orange down there to kind of balance it out a little bit. That one looked very low, that one looked very high. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I could have maybe bumped them up. I don't know. I think the orange maybe works. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to add a little bit more decoration around here over the next few weeks. We probably won't see the first episode of Is That Sheep Looking at Me for a few weeks, just because I've got to get some hermits together and find the right time to record. And, you know, obviously I'm going to have to actually make an entire game show, so that might take some time. But the groundwork is definitely here. I'm very looking forward to. English, to playing this. I did have to change the sheepy boys around just a little bit. Basically, they were glitching into the glass pane here, but it kind of gives you a bit of an extra benefit now, because when you push it, look, if I let go, the sheepy boy automatically pushes me back off of my lights again, so people can just sort of be like, oh, I know the answer, huh! And then it automatically goes off. Kind of works. It's fine. It'll do. All the audience seating up here as well. I'm expecting a big turnout for this event. Probably a few hundred people. Not sure how many of these there are, actually. Less than 100. There's got to be. I didn't make that many, but there we go. So that is going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. And a big thank you to Duke, who, link on the screen there, mixer.com/Duke. Make sure to go and check his stuff out. Amazing piano player. Amazing guy in general. To be honest, also plays games as well, so he custom made that Is That Sheep Looking at Me music for me, that you heard at the very beginning, and yeah, it's amazing. Thank you so much. Make sure you go check him out, and yeah, that's going to be it. So thank you as always to my glorious, wonderful, amazing patrons who help make episodes like this possible. Could not be doing this without you guys. Thank you so much. Them lovely names right there. Thank you all. And thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever you did to help this episode out. It's very much appreciated. Let's face this way, shall we? It's a bit nicer. But yeah, until next time, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.